What's going on YouTube? JLockR here. Welcome to the channel. A couple of guys from our local Discord has hosted their own online tournament here, and this is just my first attempt with Kinemon. I am going to commentate a little bit and let this match play through. Let's get into the match. Alright, sweet.
Hi, Kinemon.
How are we deciding to go first and second? It's giving me to choose.
Yeah, you won the high roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's how it works. Okay, sounds good. This is my first time doing like a simulator type of tournament, so
Oh, no way. Yo,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Do not attach the Dawn if you're not sure. You can't take it
Oh, of
off.
course, yeah. I know how to play the simulator. It's just tournament wise, yeah, first time.
Oh, I never done this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my first
Okay.
time too.
All right, so I'm gonna probably go second. Now with this starting hand, I should have actually played Okiku first. Still getting used to the best moves to do on turn one.
That thing's not a blocker until you put down the Odin, yes? Or
Correct. Yeah.
Kinemon?
I definitely,
Okay.
I think I definitely misplayed here, but that's fine. We'll enter. Now my opponent plays the island here,
Yeah.
which is interesting, but now I don't have a character to rest or pop, so at least I can set up with the Okiku that I should have done turn one.
Too, eh?
Or I believe I do Yamato here first, just because
Thanks,
there's no other characters on board. It is a 5 cost character, so I'm not worried about getting popped by King. Gonna turn to Yamato. Now the objective of this deck is to use Yamato when my opponent has no cards left. So we are gonna try to control board. From there, they can pitch their hand to protect their characters, and I could just go for life, double attack, banish. It's a crazy effect.
What? Oh, that thing gets treated as this.
As Odin, yeah.
Wow, okay. I should put a Dawn under then. That's smart.
Now bear with me and my opponent here. This is the day before launch of Paramount War, so we are still all new to the decks. So yeah, it's a learning curve for both of us. I go for the Boa just to see if he can pitch cards from his hand to protect it. He does end up doing it, but I realize he has the Dawn active to protect himself from Yamato swing. Last breath, okay. So I D up here putting beige. I was not expecting my opponent to swing big. I was expecting him to set up board, but he ends up putting, I believe, 9 dot, like not 9, 4 Dawn to swing 9k. And obviously I'll block with this, but with the beige going down, he does get another active Dawn, and he swings big with Boa here. So I'm not going to pitch my hand to protect it, but either way, I didn't have the counter 2. So at least now I can activate the leader effect, putting down Odin for 7 instead of 8. So I have a bigger dude on board and could swing at life. I haven't even taken life yet, so he is being very defensive, which is the objective of this matchup. Trying to starve his resources so we can swing multiple times, just using common math. Got the big boy. So here I'm in a good position, having 2 big swingers, but he was smart to understand that since I lost my Yamato last turn, he is putting the right amount of Dawns to swing at Yamato again. I can't counter out of this. So this guy, I let Yama to go, and I still feel like I'm in a good position. Obviously, I have an 8-drop character here, and another boa. Uh, I believe, is this the second or third boa to deal with? But we get an Ezo here to. Okay, also, pro tip with Kinemon, you can use his ability, activate it, put Momo down since it's not a 3 cost. So it's still active. Even though I have 2 characters on board now, I can now pay 2 for Ezo to rest Boa, swing with Odin, clear Boa, and then put all these characters down. So it was a really good turn. I now have 4 characters on board, which is crazy compared to his empty board. But he does a good play here. Caught me off guard that he swung at life. I thought he was going to swing at Momo, but I quickly realized he ends up dropping the 7-drop King, clearing out Okiku and Momo. So he does take care of a life and clears 2 major characters that I need on board, but he is sticking with the heavier characters, so being very defensive with the cards he has, but also placing big guys on board to face Odin. At this point, I don't have much to play, so I just start swinging with Ezo. I'm going to swing with Kinemon, but he ends up putting Hell's Judgment or Judgment of Hell to minus 3k on both Kinemon and Odin. I can still swing with Odin, which is cool. It's your favorite card, eh? He does pitch a card because he doesn't minus 3k on Ezo, but he ends up doing it for my next 2 attacks, which is smarter. But at least I can still swing with Odin. Alright, I have to do math now. Okay. Trying to recap my thought process, but I have 8 Dawn to work with. I don't have the leader ability to deal with as well, so it's either I definitely put down, I believe, Okiku and the blocker, but we'll see how I play this out here. So reactivate, so taking up 3 Dawn. I'm down to 5 Dawn left, so yeah, Okiku and the blocker. And I pass turn with the Dawn up, trying to show that I have Paradise Waterfall.
Man, fucked up card.
the blocker?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not many Wano like blockers.
It's actually crazy.
Now with my opponent not having that many cards in hand, he ends up dropping 2 queens to kind of cycle through more cards in his deck. He pitches the island as well as we'll see the next card he pitches. But that is a big tell that he doesn't have much counters in hand, and I kind of utilize that later. Oh, double blocker. It is good that he did put 2 blockers, because if it was just one, it would be pointless because of Okiku. We get rid of Ezo here. We take a life, which is fine. I would prefer to save the blocker to protect Odin, because I am planning to swing twice with him. So we Dawn up to swing at King. I don't want him getting cards from life. So we rest one of his blockers. He counters 1k out of it. 3 cards left. We swing with Odin. Now, I think he's been used to me only swinging once and restanding him. But since he blocks with this, I'm like, okay, I have to clear his board now because it is bigger characters. He gets surprised here. Or he wasn't paying attention. But yeah.
You stood him up again?
Yeah. And I swung again. At this point, I end up clearing King. course, and then I wanted to put my blocker down, but I also, it's like a 2-4. He gets to pitch a 2K from hand, 2 cards left, now 3 from drawing, and I have Okiku on board, which is good, but I get popped from Kaido here. It's smart that he picked Okiku because obviously he can still try to survive with a blocker, but at this point he has like no counter in hands. I'm like 100% sure of it. So he's still thinking to do or what to pop because he does have rush. He swings at leader for 7. I take the life, obviously. At this point, I am going to block. I don't want to be at no life if I don't end up kind of surviving this round. Now, I could clear the Kaido. It is possible for me. And I top deck Yamato, the 4-drop, Rust, the blocker. So I end up just dropping it down. And then at this point, I just swing for life. I know he doesn't have the counters at this point. So I end up unrusting him. I'm just trying to calculate, or like I can swing with Neko as well, my blocker, but with the slight chance of not having it. So I test out just swinging 5k to life, and it just tells me that I have it at this point because he takes it, swinging 9. I don't know what the 2 Dawn was left for, but potentially just to show that I might have blockers to put down. But I got it.
You got it.
Yeah. Okay. The Yamato.
Bro, I had none of the removals at the beginning. All I had were blockers. Started
Yeah.
with 3 balls on my mulligan, bro.
3 balls. Oh, true.
Yeah, that's why I kept putting it down. I was like, need to draw, but you kept resting it.
Yeah, that's the point of this deck.
Bro, I was like, what the man?
So that was the first match, and apologize for my buddy cussing a lot. It's kind of how he talks. But yeah, this video was probably the most I've done with editing in a while. But I am going to be posting my other matches, even the one that I lost. I lost 2 matches, but I do want to analyze even the ones I lost to, especially the ones I lost to, because I found my deck build was more catered towards like red and like not the heavy hitter decks like Kaido. This Kaido was more understandable because he wasn't drawing into what he was getting, but it's a learning curve, and I want to use these videos to kind of learn from it and analyze how I play or how I can improve. If you like the video, please like the video, comment what you think about the match, and subscribe if you like these videos. I'm going to definitely be posting more, spending more time, quality time, trying to edit these videos and trying to make it more of a fun experience. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.